Hey, you don't look confident, Bo. You don't look confident when you're doing that. You don't look confident.
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by Chiefs Blitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athen, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hence.
He got the winning Super Bowl touchdown.
Okay, got a catch. Anybody could have made that catch.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State.
You did it, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Guys, y'all got it. Comic guys, y'all.
I don't know what the trade details are. Hold on.
Woo!
They got Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
Isn't that crazy? It's been 11 months since the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and we're it's gone by so fast.
Oh, it's time to piss straight off. Pull up a picture of 81. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Rashad Smith.
Rashad Smith. Let's go.
There it is. The Chiefs have done their perfect draft.
Dre's gone. I don't know where he's gone.
Yo, welcome to the show with the Chiefs Blitz night. Breaking down the plays, keeping everything tight. From my homes to the defense, we can be the scoop. Real talk, real stats, we the ultimate troop.
Welcome back to another edition of Four Guys in a Bar. I am your host, Nick Athen. This show is presented by ChiefsBlitz.com, along with Mr. Hence Todd, Mr. Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Mr. Mango in the background. Everybody, well, it's our second show today. As you all know, breaking news, Rashee Rice was suspended for 6 games to start the NFL season. He'll be eligible for Week 7 against the Las Vegas Raiders in Kansas City. If the Chiefs are going to put him on the field that fast, I doubt. But anyway, good news is he'll be there for the Bills and the Broncos games, which I think are going to be the 2 toughest games on the schedule for Kansas City.
Well, the good news is, I think the bigger good news is that he's not going to be gone late in the season.
Yeah, that
right. Too. I mean, granted, he's healthy, but get this out of the way. You know, the injury part of it to everything kind of works better with him sitting out the first 6 and not sometime down the road. So that was something to be thankful for, as well as
how you feel, Lou. That's
6 games instead of 10.
That's how you feel, Lou. Better start than finish, huh?
Yeah, I don't agree with the number of games, but hey, it's none of my business.
Well,
so it's all good.
Well, I think that was like I said on the breaking news show. I think they was fighting for 2, fighting for 4, but met in the middle at 6. But
well,
again,
look what we got in return. We got your special guy, our special guy. You know who I'm talking about, sir. You got the best back in the league, bro.
Go on, man. I know. I'm like, come on. Well, I said, can the news get even worse? I said,
you shall receive.
What is it, man? I'm like, come on, man. It's other running backs that's out there on the market. Lou has some talented guys out there. He put out a nice list in the chat of guys that was available. Then here comes Brett B said, you know what? I'm going to take the hamster. I'm going to take the hamster and the Clyde Edwards-Helaire. But I hope the kid goes out on practice field and show the greatness what he can do.
Give him a paycheck.
Tell us how you really feel, Bo. I don't think you were sincere when you said that.
I think it's a consensus on the message board that everybody's going for the pitchforks and torches, man. They're not feeling Clyde. God bless him, what he went through and everything.
Oh my God.
But all kidding aside, I'd said it maybe before we started, break glass in case of emergency, God forbid a couple guys get hurt. I think that's the only way he sees the field this year.
Mm-hmm.
And if they were truly looking for a running back, a couple of these guys re-signed with their practice squads, so they went unclaimed, and that was Israel Abanikanda, former Pitt running back, and played for the Jets. He kind of got caught in a numbers game with them behind Breece Hall, Michael Carter, Braylon out, whatever. Yeah. So I thought that he was like a monster at Pitt. He had broke Tony Dorsett's single game record, 300 yards. I mean, he was just simply a monster. He had the type of senior year on offense that Aaron Donald had on defense when he was at Pitt. I mean, just every award, just crushed it. So anyway, But we're still. I haven't heard anything about Michael Carter, Dre's guy from Arizona,
from
another
AZ.
guy that got caught up in the wash of Brees Hall and everything else. He was a 4th round pick the year that Brees was a 1st. So a couple of young guys. Audric Estime, he's not really that fast, but he was just drafted last year by the Broncos. So anyway, if you were looking for a running back, which evidently they weren't.
We already got it. We already got it, Lou. We already got him, Lou. Yeah. We got it. Clyde is back, baby.
Anyway,
Clyde is back.
I needed to get that off my chest, as well as I have never seen Nick in a collared shirt.
Never.
This is a first for me. Look how handsome he looks. Look how buttoned up.
He might be excited for Elsa.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Going to the Jets, man. Nick, you scouted him, Nick. That's your guy. Hey, he's going to start. You should congratulate.
I got no say in this. I said my
did you get in trouble with Emily or something?
No. We had my in-laws came up for lunch to celebrate Emily's birthday. So
hey, hold on, hey, real quick, Bo, man, what are you doing? Put the smile on your face. You got your running back of the future, man. You got
enough of that. Enough of that talk. All right, let's get the show rolling here. Let's talk about our sponsor, Underdog. We ready to roll?
A lot going on, man.
Dang. What?
Nope.
Go ahead, Nick.
There it is. Underdog. Play now, Missouri. Play 5. Get $50. It's a great way to play the game. Underdog Fantasy. You can play up, get 1,000 times your money. You can go high or low on Jackson Mahomes. You win money playing sports. What better gig is that? Again, 1,000 times your money you can win up to just by picking higher or lower. Jackson Mahomes, who's going to be better? I know who the better quarterback is, but at the end of the day, if you want to join the Underdog team, especially here at Chiefs Blitz, all you got to do is hit the QR code on the right, set up your account, put in the promo code Chiefs Blitz, play 5, deposit 5, or deposit 5, play 5. You get 15 bonus dollars. Again, use the promo code Chiefs Blitz, and if you sign up, we're going to get a Bobby Bell signed card.
Can you hold that to the camera again?
Oh, okay. Well, better do quick, or they're going to disappear.
Bell. There you go. Look at that.
I'm not sure which one of these. I got a bunch of Bobby Bell cards, so maybe some Lon Dawson cards I'll throw in as well. You never know how generous I'm going to feel, but obviously, cut down day was yesterday. Obviously, some big news about the Rashee Rice situation. A big time veteran is not coming back to the Chiefs, which is surprising me. So we had a lot of topics on the show today.
Before we get into the other topics, I know me and Mango gave our thoughts on the Rashee Rice topic. What do you guys think about the 6 games, the Chargers?
I'm not worried at all, man. I believe in Andy Reid. I'm not worried at all. I believe Andy Reid already got a game plan established. I'm not worried about none of that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if the reports are true, the league was truly looking for 10 games, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that was kind of where the impasse came, where his people were like, well, how the hell did you come up with 10 games? And I know Nick has listed off every single reason why it should have been 10 games or whatever. But, the league's always worried about optics, and they certainly didn't want to make it look like they were favoring the Chiefs in any way. But still, people were trying to figure out a way that it was going to favor the Chiefs, because the hearing wasn't supposed to be till the end of September.
Right.
So I think at the end of the day, 6 games probably feels right, in terms of just the overall. Mm-hmm. And it's, again, I was saying it's best to get it done now. Mm-hmm. You don't want him, start playing 4 or 5 games, then having to sit out 6 weeks, then come back. I mean, it's just this way. It's just kind of one ramp up to his first game, which will be Game 7 against the Raiders, I believe you said, Nick. And so, yeah, this is fine. And in terms of everything being relatively fair, I think I truly believe 6 is a fair number, and he'll be ready to roll. This just means that some of the other younger receivers have to step up, meaning Jalen Royals, given he's healthy.
If he's healthy. Well, I mean, my take on this was the 10 games was outrageous. You're comparing the Deshaun Watson situation as far as number of games goes. It's ridiculous.
No, you did get 11. So.
Well, okay, well, whatever. Still, that's a pretty high. That's still a lofty number. A two-digit number suspension. Based on some of the other things. Anyway, at the end of the day, the NFL wanted 8 to 10. They got it down to the NFLPA was fighting for 4. There was no compromise to get to 5 from what I was told. So he decided to accept the 6 without appeal, which means he's going to miss the Chargers, Eagles, Giants, Ravens. Can't think about it. Doesn't matter.
First
Commanders and Lions game. So, listen, the Chiefs have enough to cover and compensate. Robert Tonyan obviously is going to be on the active roster. They carried 8 receivers because they knew this was coming. I think that's one of the reasons why everything came so late today or late yesterday, because they wanted to see specifically what the league was going to do. Nobody wanted to do the hearing because it would just drag this thing out. And as Lou mentioned, he might have been gone for the second half of the season, and they could have upheld that, and she could have ruled 8 games or 10 games. So at the end of the day, I hope he puts it past him. I had heard that he perhaps might do his 30 days now and get it over with. I believe he's eligible to come to be in the facility in week 5 to work with the training staff in week 6, and obviously can't practice. I don't remember how that goes. I know with Watson, they let him come in, 2 or 3 weeks early to get into shape and to work with the team, but he couldn't actually practice. So I don't know what the rule is. I'll check on that. But at the end of the day, it's over with. Again, if I'm him, I serve that 30 days. Just be done with it. Put the whole damn thing behind us and just say enough.
How about you, Bo? Go ahead, man.
I gave my take on the breaking news show.
Oh, you still? I still feel the cloud over there, man.
But again, that's my guy.
He knew it was coming.
The horse is dead, Coach. The horse
it's never dead, Lou. It's never dead.
Stop.
It's never dead.
We're good.
The guy. He's my. Everybody knows he's my. The start of the Golden Jacket kids, and hey. Sometimes, the things happen. And, hey, I was hoping for the 2 to 4 games, but the 6 games are, I think is a little too much.
Hence, you got a 4 deep with that gold jacket squad.
Hey, guys, real talk, man. There's no panic.
Every position.
Hey, guys, there's really no panic, man.
But one thing I did say on the show, and I was like, when are we going to see Mahomes just have a stable receiver core that's around him? After Tyreek Hill left, it just haven't been stable. It's been just a revolving door. Someone's hurt.
It's been Band-Aid.
That person. When is we going to have a stable receiver core that's from the start of the season to the end? So I hope that, like I said, I hope these young guys to see Rashee Rice's situation and all the other guys that's coming into the building. Hey, take heed to what you do out off field, and make an off season way better than this situation was. And like you said, put it behind them, service 30 days, and get back out here. Because hey, it's our predictions that our group, Mango sent around to put in. Hey, it's gonna be a surprise on mine. Y'all gonna be like, what? How? Hence how? But this is a surprise on my prediction.
We'll have that later next week.
Well, the Cube haven't been out. The Cube haven't been out for a minute, man. The Cube haven't been out for a minute.
Well, we had a lot of
every game by double digits.
Last time we seen that damn Cube, man, the Chiefs.
I think this crew has the potential to be a really great wide receiving room. Now, there's some leaps that you have to take. Right, which I'm still not ready to do. I really want to see Tyquan Thornton be able to do this in real games, right? But if he is able to show the flashes that he had in the summer on a consistent level during the season, and you can count on him moving forward, that's going to make a huge step.
That's a steal.
Man, you're really going in on Thornton, man. You really want to see this dude. He's been doing good.
Jalen Royals as well. If he develops by the mid to end of the season, he starts coming along like Xavier and Rashid did. If Holly, again, there's a lot of ifs in there, but the potential is certainly there for the deepest crew that Patrick has had. So, I don't think there's any excuses if they all stay healthy.
My biggest thing is, guys, honestly, just the offensive line. We talking about Rashee Rice, credit, he taking care of his business. The offensive line is the real deal now.
This drum just doesn't.
You just
quit.
you keep beating the same drum.
The offensive line is ready to rumble.
Let me put it to you in precise manner, even that you can
Big
understand.
nasty this year, Lou.
The offensive line. Doesn't matter what the topic is. Somehow we're getting it back.
This is kind of like the political spectrum here. You're stuck.
Not worrying about Rice. I'm not worrying about it.
You're stuck. You need to slap yourself on the head.
There you go. Another bringing back another fan favorite.
Jimmy who? Jimmy Holiday. Jimmy Holiday is back on the practice squad. Wide receiver.
I haven't seen a name from another team yet.
There is one.
We heard.
Yes. Cole Christensen, Marlon Tuipulotu, Trey Watson, all also are coming back to the Chiefs practice squad.
Yeah.
And Robert Tonyan is on the practice field today, according to Matt Derrick. He'll be on the practice squad until Rashee Rice is placed on the suspended list. I did not see Rice on the field today, so I'm not sure what that's about. Mike Pennell, this is the most shocking thing of all, is not expected to be on the Chiefs' initial practice squad. I don't know if they had an out of sorts or what the situation was with Mike Pennell, but I thought for sure he would be back. So who knows? So CJ Hansen's going to come back. Kevin Knowles, who I really liked, also is going to be on the practice squad per Herbie TOP.
Is Asa Pole coming back, Nick?
No, he is not. Melvin Smith is, though. He's going to the practice squad. And let's see what else we got. Keep rolling, man.
That's about it. Nick really don't want to talk about football. No, he gotta let.
We're not gonna beat on the horse.
I don't want to talk about what?
On the horse. We're not gonna beat on the horse. Nope. We're not gonna beat on the horse. Nope. We're not gonna beat on it. Luke,
all right. So Asa Paul, my guy, my Asa Paul moment, which was very similar to how I felt about Kobe Bryant, how I felt about a few other undrafted free agents. The bottom line is he thought he was free. The Jets claimed him. He's on the active roster. My prediction is by week 4, he'll be one of the starting tackles for the New York Jets. I think he's that good. I think this was a mistake. I would have kept him over Wanya Morse. I don't think Wanya Morse would have been claimed. I really don't. But I'm going to defend Brett Veach in their decision. I still say no matter what I feel about the Asa Pole situation, this is the best Chiefs roster that Brett Veach has put together. Would you guys shut up and let me talk? Jesus God.
Oh, shit.
Jesus God.
What's that noise?
I don't know, man. This show's already off the rails, and we're only 17 minutes in.
There's something special going on in the background.
I'll stop talking. You guys
can we
do
go
the
back
show.
to the AI hence in terms of the voice? Can we do that?
I just mess with Nick.
It doesn't crack as much.
Listen, dude. You already know I'm not happy, so don't add to it. No, it's not good.
Well, if I beat on the dead horse is the problem. If I beat on Clyde Edwards-Helaire is the problem.
Yes.
No, it's not a problem. I'm gonna keep beating on the goddamn drum.
Yes, Clyde Edwards-Helaire has also been signed to the practice squad.
A couple of poison pills to the Jets before. And McCole Hardman, Derek
Nottie. I mean, we'll trade for him. Trust me, we'll trade for him in week 7.
Maybe Pole's another one. He'll just show up and play crappy just to get himself released and he can come back, Nick.
Yeah. All right, real quick. Other guys, Chris Oladokun, obviously Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Carson Steele. Let's see. Mike Edwards is coming back as well. Keziah Izzard is coming back. I'm happy about that.
Except for Pennell.
I don't know what happened.
And Clyde seems like the only one from another roster, but
no, there's a guy, a tackle from the Detroit Lions.
So let's get a name. Let's get some research. Let's do this.
Also, the 49ers are rebuilding the Chiefs wide receiver core over there.
Yeah, they took my boy.
MVS. They got MVS over there. Next, you got Tony looking over the stadium. He's next coming over there.
MVS will be a Chief at the end of the year. You watch. Get ready for the postseason.
If that happens, that means somebody significant got hurt. We don't want to.
I'm expecting
consider.
1,000 yards receiving from Sky Moore.
We do not want to consider that.
All right.
Maybe the Nottie trade. Maybe that was the death knell for.
I guess so. I mean, Pennell's been nothing but a warrior. He's played great. He played a lot of snaps for this defense last year. Maybe they think Nottie can come in and do it, and they've got a lot of faith in Omar Norman Lott.
Quite a bit younger, maybe a little more juice in the tank, right?
Purnell's a big boy. Purnell's a big boy.
Yeah, he lives in
big
Kansas City, I think, too. So who knows?
Weapon.
Maybe there was just hey, you know what? Give us a week. We need to sort some stuff out. Anyway, hey, man, like I said, there's some positives to the roster. Again, I'm going to say this over and over again. Brett Veach, kudos, man. You built an incredible roster for 2025.
You don't know that yet.
No. Okay. I do know that because I'm very good at predicting things. And one thing I'm going to predict right now is this will be the best draft class in his tenure in Kansas City.
Well, guys,
2 years from now, we will all say this was better than the 2022 class.
Oh my gosh.
I'm still seeing John Dorsey pieces out there. But hey,
there are no John Dorsey pieces out there. There's not a single thing that SOB did for Kansas City that was positive.
Yes, it is. Scott McWilson is the only guy. Patrick Mahomes, Chris Jones, those guys, Travis Kelce.
Who scouted him? Who's the one who said draft these guys at all costs?
Man, hey, Brett Veach.
At the end of the day, he kind of had the gavel, so he could have said no.
Yeah, he could have said no.
But at the end of the day, so what do you have for us for Chiefs? Who?
Oh boy, gang!
Is he on the roster?
Is this the last? Football? So, if you're thinking caps on, folks, because here we go. Yes, it is somebody that is currently on the Chiefs. I will read a series of concocted clues that only make sense to me. Some of you may disagree with the method behind the madness. That's cool. That's all right. But it's my game, and this is how we play. That's right. Chief. Who? Here we go. Clue number one. This Chief went to a quote-unquote basketball school for college. Went to a basketball school for college. He was second team all-conference twice in a major conference in the United States. This Chief has multiple rings. Multiple rings. Clue number 4. Had 2 touchdowns in a game in his second season and was voted Conference Player of the Week in that week. Yes, this Chief did that. So, what do we got so far? Ruben says Mike Dana. It is not Mike Dana.
Is it
everybody
Hunter Norzad?
Sharpen those skills. You're really, let's throw some guesses out there, folks.
Hit it one more time.
Kathy Will says, come on. All right, come on. I'll read him again. Here we go. He went to a quote-unquote basketball school for college. Second team all-conference twice while he was there in a major conference in this United States. Not 50 Shades, although that's always a great guess, no matter whatever the clues are. Not Hunter Norzad. It's not Nadi. Okay. Clue number 3 has multiple rings. Multiple rings. And also in his second season, had 2 touchdowns in a game and was voted the Conference Player of the Week. So Jalen Royals hasn't played in the NFL yet, Bronco 2, but we do appreciate the guess. 50 Shades was at the podium today. God, he's handsome. What a great dude.
Man crush.
Jared Haggard, we appreciate you coming on, subscribing, everything that you need to do. It is not Ashton Gelati. He hasn't played in an NFL tackle football game yet. Yep. Ruben, that's cool. Yeah, you qualify with that clue. How about the others? Ken says Schuster. Guessing that's Juju. Demikio says Kelsey went to the University of Cincinnati. Yeah, I guess it could be a basketball
school.
All right, gang.
Let's do it. I got no clue. This one's too good.
Panel.
Kareem Hunt.
Coach says Kareem Hunt, who, by the way, is on the 53, Hensley.
No, he's in the practice squad.
I have to say,
what do you got? Wait, no, Hens, go ahead.
I know it seemed like you trying to poke at me. So if somebody just came back, it's got to be Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
No, it wasn't Clyde.
That was a good one,
That was
though.
a good one. Good reasoning. I
See,
love
the
that.
2 touchdowns throws me off. So that's
Broncos
what
2, Jalen Watson. Nope.
yeah,
I did go to
went
Toledo. Yeah,
That's
we were
right.
talking about Kelsey went to Cincinnati.
I don't know. You got me
Yes.
completely clueless on this one. I got nothing.
All right, so folks, drum roll, please. This week's Chief Who, none other than Mike Edwards of the University of Kentucky in the SEC. Yes, multiple rings. He won one with Tampa against these Kansas City Chiefs, and then one with the Chiefs in 23. In his second season, picked off Matt Ryan twice, brought him back for 6. NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Yes, Mike Edwards. That Mike Edwards back with the Chiefs. Let's go.
Nice.
Jared, thanks for Nick Bolton, but it wasn't him either. And I don't think Missouri's a basketball school.
There you go. I don't either. All right. Hey, the player from the Detroit Tigers.
Although
Detroit
Sophie
Lions.
Cunningham did go to the University of Missouri, and she tried to make it a basketball school.
She did her
shout out
best.
to Sophie.
She did her best. All right, real quick. Broderick Martin is the defensive tackle the Chiefs signed from that was waived by the
let's
Detroit
get our
Lions.
crack research staff out there. Let's get some deets.
There seems to be a very positive spin about his potential, and maybe that's one of the reasons why they let Mike Pennell go. Who knows?
As always, Chief Who, brought to you by our friends at Underdog Fantasy Sports. Thanks for playing, and better luck next week.
Better luck next week.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
let's get right into the show today. As we're going to talk about what Brett
Hems, what have we been doing?
But again, what is your biggest surprise cut, Nick, so far? We're gonna get.
God, I hate to beat a dead horse, but I was
Coach
surprised.
does all the
I was
time.
surprised that Pennell was cut to have that veteran leadership on the defensive line. No, I'm not going there. I'm done. I'm done talking about Ace Pole. It's over with. I've let it go. See, I move past things very quickly usually.
No, you don't.
For me, listen. I mean, I think.
Really?
I don't think any of the cuts really surprised me. Pennell, I really thought was a procedural move. I'm glad that Jake Brenningstool and Brandon George and Aziz Johnson went on the reserve list. Now Jake and Jake and Aziz are eligible to come back. Brandon is not. Then obviously Ethan Driscoll. But again, I wasn't really shocked. Anybody other than Pennell. I thought for sure they'd keep his leadership. So. Keeping 4 running backs was also a bit of a surprise.
CHEH.
Now the 8 receivers, obviously, we know
yeah,
why.
That was probably a surprise with 8.
Yeah. Well, now we know why.
Yeah. So
Go ahead,
Lou.
Lou.
Coach. Come on, Coach. What are you got?
Nah, it's on Bo. Bo's next.
My surprise cut will be right now. Mike Pennell, man. I thought they would, the relationship with Chris Jones.
So I've agreed with you so far today. That's a good man.
With Chris Jones, I thought, the how he handled the Eagles the first time around. When they was out there, in the Super Bowl and what he bring to the run game, I thought he would keep it, be on the Chiefs roster. But hey, the Chiefs have found some younger guys that can probably fill that role. So that was just like an ultimate surprise to me on the roster cut. Go ahead, Coach.
Dang, you might get three for the one. Man, I'm gonna say Pennell too, man. Pennell was a big guy. He's the same guy that handled Trent Williams. There's the one that picked up Trent Williams. You know what I'm saying? And man, send that boy off, didn't he? But honestly though, Pennell is a force in the middle, a run stuffer, a legit run stuffer for the Kansas City Chiefs. And it was shocking because, like I said, they needed that depth, and for him to leave, to get cut, it sucks.
Yeah, I think today really the only one is Pennell. Going into yesterday, I thought Tunyon was going to be the surprise cut, but obviously they had plans for him, but he was cut. So for a short time, it's like, wow, okay. But you go younger. Brenningstool, obviously they're massaging the roster. So when those guys come back, people are going to have to go. So then we'll see what it is. But right now, today, you just have to you're scratching your head a little bit about Pennell. And they must have figured something at some point, and it was probably around the time they decided they wanted to trade back for Derek Nottie. And at that point, his fate was
Still
probably
surprising.
sealed.
It's a good dead piece, man.
Yep.
It's a good piece. A lot, you know what I mean? I wasn't wishing for Kareem Hunt, departure.
Yes,
I said if it was a guy that's going to come out there as Nick.
Bro, you beat on the drum, bro. You want Hunt out of here.
A little too enthusiastic.
I was just saying, maybe some positive potential that can go out there that's better. But again, Poe brought a lot. Not Poe. I didn't mean to bring up Poe, but again, Mike Pennell brought a lot to the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah. I thought he could, bring, the young guys that's coming in like Galati and parking lot can learn, me to be run stuffer. But again, when Derek Nottie was traded over here, his fate was written on the raw. So let's go ahead and get into some of these. Don't boo me. Hey, I'm
Broderick Martin, defensive tackle, 6'5", 326, drafted in the third round just a couple of years ago. Began 24 on IR, activated 20th. That's it. Right. And then, Detroit had all sorts of injuries last year. By the end of the year, there was like a mass unit on defense. They were taking guys off the street and like playing that week. They were so short. So maybe he's got a shot. John, maybe you could tell us where he went to school and kind of give us that background.
I know nothing about
if you can get it. But I think, Nick, in terms of Polet, I think it was the Driscoll. To me, I think those were kind of a similar situation. It was going to be one or the other. And I just think they have a lot more, I don't want to say invested in, but I think they believe that Driscoll has the higher upside, or maybe is going to be able to play quicker. Where Polo, because of the more of a basketball background, it may take a little bit longer, and they really don't have a lot of additional spots. He would have had to have taken Wanye Morris's place, and I don't know if they felt comfortable with him being a backup right away. So,
hey, listen,
I think you'll be when Driscoll comes back healthy, and even if he has to play, I think you'll see that.
No, he has the potential to be a starting right tackle. He got hurt with the injury, then he had the appendectomy this year.
Yeah.
He's not a bad football player, and you're right. Comparing the two, it makes a lot of sense. But at the end of the day, you find guys you really like, and you hope that, you really hope. John gave us the definitive answer. He's from North Alabama.
A couple of directional schools.
Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Bailey Zappi's last stop, Western Kentucky.
Yep.
All right, next question from Nick.
Which undrafted free agent do you want to see on the practice squad? Well, I wasn't sure I wanted to see Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That's for sure. However,
not a UDFA, Nick.
He's
I wanted to see him.
I know. I obviously, my guy, didn't make it. I think that I don't know, guys. I just can't let it go, man. I guess I thought I could let it go.
I told you, don't let stuff go. I told you.
I really can't. I keep thinking Ryan Poles, Ryan.
I told you.
Ryan Lilja, kind of the same thing. I remember Dick Vermeil telling me, who in their right mind didn't include him in the 53-man roster. He was furious at Peterson when he found out that they had him and they let him go. So, obviously I wanted to see him make the team. So I don't think they brought back Badger yet, have they? I thought Elijah Badger would be a guy I'd like to have back. I know they still got 5 or 6 slots left, but so for me, I'll just go just to change the name. Elijah Badger would have been a guy that I think has a lot of potential.
Based on the names that have come back, I think Holiday was the only wide receiver that I saw.
Yeah.
Was there anyone else?
I don't
think so.
Let me see.
I don't think so. But
what about you, Hence? You got some gold jackets out there. Were any of them UDFAs?
Well, it's one that that I wanted to that had the potential to be on the Chiefs, but he was on a different squad.
Ooh.
But but he went over back with the Seahawks.
I have some breaking news whenever you're ready.
So Damian Martinez, the running back.
Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger, Nick.
Per Nate Taylor, Jalen Royals will not play against the Chargers, and he could go on short-term IR. Woo! So knee tendonitis for a guy 23 years old is not good. Obviously, he needs a lot of rest, and they need him. So the Chiefs are going to be short another receiver for at least the first 4 weeks of the season if he's placed on IR.
So that quickly has become 6.
It's quickly become 6, and
that's
a lot of 3 tight end sets and a lot of running backs.
I'm gonna look at it this way. You got Brownlee. I think Jason Brownlee is gonna be, probably a rising star when it's all said and done. And then you got Thornton, man. He's shown flashes all training camp. But again, like I wrote before, man, these guys are, Hollywood Brown. You don't know if he's gonna be
still holding out for Hollywood.
Right? We still hold out.
We don't know.
We don't know what we're gonna get from Hollywood. And Nico, he coming from special teams and still, going to shine in a little bit. Rasheed Rice suspension, Jalen Warren.
Here we go again.
There it is. Your starters. Your starters are going to be Worthy.
The receiver room just can't hold it together.
It didn't even last 24 hours.
And when I said, "Hey, should the Chiefs go for this guy? Trade for this guy?" No. Our receiver room.
Who were they going to trade for?
I said, go out and get some guys. No matter
who was the guy. Who was the guy?
Who
was the guy?
Hey,
what wide receiver would you trade it for?
Hey, Thornton was out there. Not Thornton, but whoever's out there, just go get him. Man.
Here we go. It doesn't matter who. Just go get him. Hell,
just go get someone.
I'd even bring MVS back.
I would have brought MVS back in a heartbeat.
Hey, you know what's crazy though? Hey, if you really look at it though,
if he's in the RV parking lot, go get him as well. I don't care if he's pushing back. Pick him up.
The Colts may be crazy enough to part with A.D. Mitchell. How would that be for a coup?
But you know what though? Man. But honestly though, Brownlee could be the guy that can step in and shock a lot of people.
Well,
I think Brownlee could be the guy.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying Brownlee could really be the guy. Could really be like to really push to stardom. He could be the guy though. That's what I'm saying. He could be the guy. Maybe this is his opportunity.
Kathy Welch is
his
back
opportunity, man. Yeah, I like.
We don't say that name anymore, Kathy.
Yeah,
we've banned that name from this show. Okay,
but you know what though? I do believe Brownlee might be the rising star for the Kansas City Chiefs, man. I know a lot of y'all sold on Royal, but Brownlee to me, I feel like he can be the rising star.
Well, I mean,
we're about to find out he's going to get some targets in week 1
throughout training camp to the team to say we feel comfortable with him. So maybe that's why they didn't go out and make any trades.
That's why they didn't make no moves. Yeah. I like that.
McCole Hardman just re-signed with the Packers practice squad.
There you have it.
Glad to hear it.
There you have it.
Right. But again, be serious, guys. All jokes to the side.
We will joke.
I'm just saying, for me, all jokes to the side.
Bet. All right, cool.
We really don't know. We just have dreams and hopes of fairy tales and dragons and with wings on them.
You were Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting on.
Hey,
Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown. We think he probably get something from him, but we had this once. We hit this crossword once again, man, and it all started a domino effect with Rasheed Rice, and now down Jalen Royals and. You don't know what you'll get with Juju Smith-Schuster, knee and ankle, and
you don't want to spoke it up. You want to spoke it up.
I'm just saying
he's been available at least.
All right, Batman.
So
he's been steady.
UFA was again the guy that I love, the kid, the safety from Maryland, Glendon Miller. I thought maybe he'd have a shot on the practice squad. We'll see. I don't think they've announced all 16 yet. Maybe there are some guys that went unclaimed that they still have their eye on from other teams, but I liked him a lot. I still do.
Maybe it's time for Nico, guys. Maybe it's time for Nico to get his.
He's gonna have to play. He's gonna have to get some snaps.
I got you. I got you, Mango.
Listen, the key to this group is going to be Hollywood Brown. If he's healthy and he's doing his thing, you got Brown, you got Juju Smith-Schuster, who'll be starters. You got Worthy, he'll be a starter. You get Thornton in there. You get Brownlee in there. Again, you still have Travis Kelce, and don't forget who's throwing the ball to these guys, number 15, who's going to go scorched earth this year with over 50 touchdowns. So So I don't think it's going to matter at this point.
I love Bronco 2. Bronco 2 is really laying it on thick in the chat. She's laying it on thick. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
But did I read the question wrong? I mean, it was. I thought
I changed it when they started talking about.
Like, no. I thought it like somewhere, like in invisible ink, it said, "Where's the concern from the Chiefs receiving group?" It turned into that all of a sudden.
No, I don't have no concern because you know what I mean. I was going to finish because one guy changed his number to 24, like I suggested, and that is a.
You were away when we were talking about that, Hensley.
Oh, so I put it in the chat. I said
the beans, baby.
I think he come out. He can be if he can be that gadget guy.
Smith took 24, so that was what he was referring to.
Yeah, if Rashard Smith can come out and be that gadget guy, be like Tyreek Hill when he first started off, right? Tyreek Hill came in, you know, you didn't know what you're going to kick off, return, running back, slot receiver. If he could come out and show that potential, what he showed in when he was in Miami, was it Miami, Oklahoma, whatever school he was playing.
Whatever
when the kid can come out and ball. I've been writing articles and everything else.
Oh, my brother, you gotta explain yourself, brother.
Hence isn't even here right now. Don't mind the guy in the third box.
Yeah, man.
If Smith can come out and can really get this, you know, this game going, I think they will be fine. You know what I mean? Rasheed Rice, man, God dang it, man, my guy's going for 6 games, but
but your guy came back though. But your other guy came back though.
Yeah, they got to step up though. Stop it, sir. They got to step. But again, if Rashard Smith to come out the back,
I think we've again beaten this horse to death. Go to the next one.
All right, what's the next question?
Oh, I'm just gonna get right to it. But you know, since Lou want to run the show, but let's go ahead and get right.
I mean, we're gonna go through this again. We just went through the.
We're gonna go through everything, Lou. We're gonna go through everything.
I was getting to that point, Mister. So, should the Chiefs add another veteran? You know what I mean, with this wide receiver crew, you know how it is. The Royals news.
Any veteran? They did.
See, I was not looking at offense. I thought defense would be where they go. Safety, cornerback.
I agree.
You know, I'm not sold. Obviously, we're not sold on Joshua Williams. Who knows? Maybe he's going to have a contract year. What's that?
Oh, they're not so.
I mean, we're not.
We ain't so. I mean, three out of 1 on the show. Three out of 1.
Y'all gotta let people get their takes. Go ahead.
Let me get my take in. There we go. All right, there I am in my nice collared shirt today.
Look at that. That is
looking very pleasant.
Is that short sleeves?
No, it's long sleeves. But I got them rolled up. It's still a little warm down here.
What would you say, sir?
So anyway, I don't even know what I don't even remember what the question was. But anyway, I think as far as free agent veterans go, you know, I think Simmons still makes a lot of sense for the Chiefs. You know, I just think they need another veteran safety back there to really, you know, make things happen on that
Justin
defense.
Simmons, right.
I think another cornerback would be a good move. Again, I can't count on Joshua Williams. We've seen 3 years of it, and he's not been 100%.
Brandon is out there. Brenton is out there from the Colts. Is he still? Did he get picked up?
He's still out there too. And
that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
I would take him eight.
I would say bring Mike Pennell back. That's
you got to watch their practice squad. Most of these young guys, they'll sign him back.
I'm sold on Brent. Brent, nice.
So to me, it's still going to be Simmons. I still think they need a safety.
Okay, sir.
But for me, man, if it's going to be a veteran, man, I'll say go ahead and move Holiday up from the practice squad and go ahead and give him a chance. If Jalen Royal is going to be, because Holiday looked good in training camp and preseason as well. He was a guy that I was rooting for that can make the 53 roster. He got the size and speed. So if I'm going there, I'm going to start with a guy that's already been out here, Holiday, and then go from there. Unless they can find a trade candidate for some of these wide receivers that's asking for a contract extension, they can bring them in for a 1 year, you know what I mean, deal and don't sign them to a contract, you know, a guy like that. But hey, if I'm them, I'm go ahead and, you know, if they're gonna move Jalen Royals to injury reserve for a short period of time, go ahead and elevate Holiday practice squad and give him a shot.
Yeah, or you know, Elijah Badger maybe if they sign him to the practice squad. But go ahead, Andre.
I mean, I get what y'all saying because the question stated, should the Chiefs add any veterans? So they already did add Clyde Edwards-Helaire to that. Looking at it, for real, like looking at Holiday right now. I know, Bo. I know. Hey, bro, it was a question. I'm answering the question, But I like Holiday though. I do like.
You'll
Holiday.
land the plane. Let's go.
I do like Holiday. I think Holiday has been performing very well. All training camp, he is a nice piece for the Kansas City Chiefs. So I agree. Go ahead and get Holiday. Bring him up. I agree with you, Bo. 100%, man.
Have he been? He got released by the go sign him. Hey,
Javon Baker.
He was on our radar, right?
He was on the radar. He was.
Yeah.
He was.
He asked for his release today, and he got it.
He was on the radar. He showed.
They have like systematically gotten rid of just about every draft pick that happened before Vrabel got there. I think they got rid of Cole Strange too, who was like this big, Belichick reached or whatever is the end of the first round. I mean, he's a really good player, offensive lineman. In terms of the Chiefs adding veterans, I think maybe the safety position, especially if they really feel like Edwards wasn't going to be one of the top 4, which that's what it sounds like, practice squad. So, Justin Simmons. I don't know if anybody else out there of that caliber is available. So he would be the guy again. I mean, obviously, if it fit salary cap wise and they really needed him to be on the field with Jaden Hicks, right? Yeah. It depends on Brian Cook, how they feel about him. So
Baker would have to clear waivers,
if you bring Simmons in, he's coming to play. He's not going to be like the third safety, right?
Right.
In terms of the receivers, I think that's, the 8 was with some of these things in mind, that Rasheed was going to be away for 6 weeks, that there was potential that Jalen was going to be on short-term IR. So that's why they have these 6. I don't know that there's any veteran receivers out there available that would actually make a difference. So I think they'll just run with the guys that they have. Again, he's basically a rookie because he didn't really play much last year, and now you're asking him to learn Andy Reid's system in the next.
I agree with you that one, Lou. He is a rookie. That's my guy, but he is a rookie.
No, he's got. I mean, if you're looking for somebody in the future, that would be
like they did with Thornton.
That would be exactly. That would be like a practice squad guy that you kind of bring along, and maybe by the end of the year, he'll be something, or maybe next year once some of these guys, depending on the decisions they make with the free agents, Juju, Hollywood, and whatever.
You got to learn that playbook, gentlemen.
But for right now, I would say I'm with Nick here. I would say maybe at safety, but I think they feel good about this roster. We'll see. I mean, I'd like to see by the end of the day. I would think they're going to have all 16 slots filled, or maybe tomorrow. But it'll be interesting to see if there's any veterans that are kind of hanging around that they might bring in to be on the practice squad.
Right, and it should be noted too that Chris Rowland Wallace played a lot of safety in the preseason, so that's probably going to be their.
To me, he and Shamari are the same.
Yeah, they're the same player.
They'll play him at safety. They'll play him at nickel. They'll play him wherever they need him. I
agree.
So we're gonna go and get to the next question, but hey. Tika's talking about signing your own death certificate. What's this question, Nick, that you put in there? So go ahead and
why? That should have been the first one. Well, this is when I thought early this morning that I had heard that he cleared, but I was obviously wrong. So I didn't post it, of course. Listen, I'm going to say it one more time, and I will never talk about this topic ever again.
Yeah,
you put.
I think Sam McDowell wrote it in his article too. The decision came down to potential or a guy that's got NFL experience. Now, with all the injuries the Chiefs have had on the offensive line in the last year, I can see why they kept him. But sometimes you just take a flyer when you're carrying 8-9 linemen total. I don't think Morris would have been claimed. I think he would have been a free agent. But obviously Pohl was taken by the Jets. So in my opinion, they simply did it because they think Morris has more value in the short term than Pohl's value in the long term. And I think if Moore hadn't been signed, then I think he makes the team. But I think they didn't want to disrespect Moore even more than they already disrespected by saying you're going to be the starting left tackle. Oops, Justin Simmons comes along in the first round and pushes him out to be a backup. So I think it made sense. I understand why the Chiefs did it. I don't like it, and that's all there is to it. So we'll see.
Quick thing on Jalen Moore, real fast, Nick. I think if they had promised him being the starting left tackle, his price tag would have been much greater. I think he kind of knew that he was going to be the swing tackle, or there was potential that he wasn't going to be the starting left tackle, because as soon as you tell him that, all of a sudden that number goes into
none of us knew that Simmons was going to. None of us knew that early.
Not at all.
That Simmons was going to fall. We could hope.
I don't think they can make that promise and say we're only going to give you $15 million a year, but you're going to be our starting left tackle.
Oh, good. That's it. I'm done. I'm over it. I'm totally cool with it.
Oh my God, Nick, just let it out, Nick. It's okay. Let it out.
It's all right, man.
There's more. We won't hear it today, but
no more poll tears for me. I'm good.
Well, but again, I think they. I don't know why they chose him over, over Poe. But again, Y.A. Morris, he just showed a little potential this preseason. A little bit. But Wade Pose was out there playing. I didn't even know that it was a left side of a field out there when I seen him. I was like, who is this guy that's stopping everybody on this side and wearing that number 79, standing that tall? Who is that guy? Mm-hmm. And I didn't know who he was until Nick showed me who he was and told me to explain who he was. But sometimes the organization
featured on Chief Who.
And sometimes the organizations make moves that they regret, right? And I think this is going to be one of those moves.
Could be.
It is. It is.
Organization that the Chiefs make that they probably regret and come back and bite them in the butt.
See.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, but other than that, and Morris it could be a potential good player. Maybe his potential is not at left guard or right guard. Left tackle or right tackle. Maybe he's inside. Maybe it's right guard, left guard. Maybe that's his potential. And maybe that's what they see in him. Because the guy, if you see him in person, he's massive. He's a well-built kid
with no hands.
Well, and the thing too, he did play against second, third, and fourth stringers. So that does tend to. You got to factor that in.
Listen, the man has no grip, guys. The man has no grip, man. Yeah, he's a massive guy with little hands, man.
He has no grip.
But that man has no grip. And then when he gets beat, he start laughing. Like, what's funny? You almost got Mahomes killed, man. So that attitude, Morris. Morris.
Okay. Well, that's
I ain't talking about your boy Poe now. I ain't talking about Poe. Poe's a stud. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is Morris is pathetic, guys. Yeah, we all pissed off. That's throw it out to be pissed. Why keep this dude, man? He don't take nothing serious. He doesn't.
Okay, well that's taking it a little too far. That's making it a little too personal.
Hey,
no,
man,
that's
I'm just stating the obvious.
That's not an accurate statement.
Hey man, give me something more. Give me something positive about Morris.
We're wearing a Chiefs shirt.
Give me something positive about Morris. Give me something positive about Morris.
Well, he played for Oklahoma.
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's what I'm saying. Let's call it what it is.
All right, let's go. Lou, give us your take, please.
Athleticism,
God. and can't put hands on nobody.
It just hasn't clicked for him yet, and obviously they believe
he's that bad T-Rex from Jurassic Park, man.
But I go back to what I said earlier. I don't think it was Morris versus Pole. I think it was Driscoll versus Pole, and that's kind of the direction they went. As far as Wanya is concerned, just what I said. They believe that the athleticism, his size, there is potential there. He's been in real NFL games, and like Nick said, it's somebody that has played over a guy that again really never got a chance to play against ones unless it was happening in practice, and he couldn't handle Chris Jones, he couldn't handle George Karlaftis, or he couldn't handle some of these guys, and they're like, okay, this is going to be a project here, right? So they had to choose one. They went with the guy with the experience. And in terms of a large tackle,
should have kept Poe.
It's Ethan Driscoll. So
right,
I think they went the way that they believe was best.
Should have kept Poe.
Yeah, and also
but when he wasn't going to play.
But would you kept Morris? If that was if it came down to you, Lou, what would you have done?
It's hard to say. I'm not there at practice every day. I don't know what's happening in that room. Maybe he really understands everything.
Oh God!
And it just hasn't clicked yet.
You be finding hope.
And they're looking at Pohl the same way, except he hasn't even had that experience. So he wasn't going to play this year anyway.
So what do you guys think about the cornerback room? You know, you think that this room can survive this season? You know, I mean, the schedule is this group going to get the Chiefs back to the Super Bowl? Is this group here?
It's all based on health, Hensley. Yeah. And I think can one of these guys emerge as the nickel and not have to put Trent in there more than they'd like him to be in there? Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, Trent's not going to major in being the nickel, but they'll throw him in there just to kind of throw the defenses off. You know, he's a really good blitzer. So, you know, you don't want to telegraph that stuff. But I think Trent is expert in that position, but he's going to want to stay outside. Can Connor kind of find himself in that role? Can Chris Roland Wallace find himself in that role? I think those are the two that you look at as the potential nickel corners. Don't know about Noel Williams. He's played on the outside his entire career.
I think that's where he stays.
In the places that he's been. Joshua Williams is just the classic outside corner. I don't think he really has kind of like the lateral quickness and just kind of inside ability. So it's going to come down to Shamari and Chris Roland Wallace. But I think the guys on the outside, I think they're good.
They probably had to look at how I do my Madden squad. Nobody can't pass.
Man, talk to him, Bo. Talk to him.
You know what I mean, I put Joshua Williams at safety, man. I just let him go stay back there, way back his height. You know what I mean? Nobody can't pass over him. You know what I mean? Let him get a shot over there. And I think you know what I mean. Everybody know how I feel about Jaden Hicks. You know what I mean? Brian Cook. I hope he can come out and prove that he can. And Connor, man, he's looking like he can be that guy. Man, Connor always showed up when it needs to be shown. He always around the ball. He's L'Jarius Sneed to me, you know, all over again. You know, when it's all said and done. You know, Connor is that guy that's going to play outside nickel, safety. He's everywhere. He's always around the ball. And Christian Wallace, Roland Wallace is a guy that I can, if he can bring what he did in college into the NFL, I feel like this kid can outshine any corner that's in the league, or even go farther on the roster right now if he can show you know what he did in college and bring it over on the field. And Justin Watson, you know, Jalen Watson, I think he potential, but Joshua Williams, I know a lot of people seen that he can't. If he can turn around and track the ball, he probably be one of the top corners in the league.
If he can do that,
if he turn around and track the ball, he could be that guy. But other than that, man, you know.
You can honestly say that about McDuffie to a degree as well.
Yeah,
because that's something that he struggles with. Again, the downfield throws where, again, you're covering the receiver. It's hard. I mean, it's almost impossible. And you just have to have that instinct to know when the ball is coming, because the last thing you want to do is take your eyes off the guy you're guarding. It takes a lot of confidence and understanding what's coming. And if you make a mistake there, then it's even worse. You know, if the guy just makes a cut at that time, and now you're really screwed. So, it may just come down to understanding or reading the receiver's hands as the receiver, again, he's starts looking for the ball. That's kind of your cue, is to just kind of rake for the ball. We saw Najee make that kind of play, I think it was against Arizona.
Yeah, so my thing is, I like Jalen on the outside. I'll put Fulton on the other side. I'll put both of them on the outside, and I'll put Trent. I'll put McDuffie playing the slot situation, because that's where he excels at. He's phenomenal in playing the slot. So that would be my secondary. Then I'll put Hicks at safety. And Bo, what you said about putting Joshua Williams at safety too, I like that move, because I'm saying use that height and that leverage he has. I like that move all day. So for me, I like Noah Williams. Noah Williams is very aggressive. He's a physical guy. I like him, man. I want him to be implemented more during the season. But Jalen on the outside, Fruit on the other side, Fulton on the other side, and I put Trent McDuffie playing slot. That secondary is solid. It's not bad.
Yeah. But again, if you look at it, you know what I mean, Joshua Williams gone next year. Jalen Watson ain't gonna be here next year. You know what I mean? Brian Cooks probably ain't gonna be here next year. You know what I mean? Then you looking at these all these guys are fight for. contract. They extended. Trent McDuffie, he got what 2 more years before he can fight for a contract. But the other guys are it's going to be a whole new revamped secondary when it's all said and done.
You don't think Jalen Watson gets a new deal?
Yeah, I think he does.
Not with the Chiefs. I don't see him.
No, how come?
He does.
Because they gave Christian a 2-year deal. That was the writing on the wall for.
I like his chances better at getting a contract in the offseason. I do McDuffie's.
I don't
Trent's
see
going to be huge. Trent's going to be huge money.
Yeah,
I think
Trent's
if Jalen Watson resigns, I think he would be like at maybe the high teens per year or mid-teens. Trent's going to be close to 28. I'm guessing he's going to try. His agent's going to try to reset the market. Mm-hmm. And I would imagine that's kind of where they're at right now, and it's why it hasn't already happened.
I think when you look at, if you put the list back up, if you look at this, I think there's 2 question marks for this unit. Let's set aside the Joshua Williams thing because again, he can look really good and play great, and other times he can't. But the additions of Noah Williams and Christian Fulton to me elevate this defensive backfield.
Absolutely,
to what it was
100%.
A year ago.
100%.
We know Jaden Hicks is going to be able to make for the loss of Justin Reed. He trained him. He got him ready for this moment. So if Noah Williams plays like he did at college, like halfway, he's going to be a solid addition in the mix when the Chiefs are facing 4 or 5 receiver sets. I love the versatility, of Chris Rowland Wallace and of Shamari Connor. Those guys can play, up front. They can play back. They can be kind of like creeping linebackers. They can kind of play some of the roles that Eric Berry played in this defense. So they have speed. It's versatile. It's so much better, I think, as a group than it was last year. Even if Josh Williams doesn't play great, even if Trent McDuffie, slides a little bit, I thought Fulton was outstanding the other night. I thought he played really, really well. We've seen Noah Williams make really good plays already. So just those 2 additions alone, I think, elevate the room from what it was a year ago.
I think Christian and Jalen on the outside. Again, you put Trent McDuffie in the slot. Man, you got something special.
You got something there.
Man.
Yeah, there's no
you got something special right there.
They're going to be tested. Trust me. Every week they're going to be tested. Unless you're.
What about the linebacker room, Luke?
Interesting that they went with 6. I really that was a little bit of a surprise, but I think they were convinced that Cooper McDonald was not going to get past the waiver process. They love Jack Cochran. I think that's a toe special right there.
Yep.
Yeah, you know how I feel about Leo. You know how I feel about Drew. Nick Bolton, he's like the quarterback of the defense. That's Spags' basically adopted son. Bass has got a lot of flexibility, a lot of versatility, where he can play kind of like that nickel linebacker role where he may have to cover, drop in coverage, come on the blitz, play just about anywhere. I mean, that's exactly the type of guy they're looking for that can go sideline to sideline. So I like the group. I mean, I really do. I'm just a little surprised they went with 6, but hey, this Cooper McDonald kid showed him a lot over the summer.
I got more breaking news. Ready?
See once he gets game action.
Come on with it.
All right. It's official now. The Chiefs, Rashee Rice has been suspended without pay for the first 6 games. It includes he's immediately suspended from the team, so he cannot practice the next 10 days. He will be eligible for reinstatement on Monday, October 13th. They play the Raiders, I think, on the 20th. Or the 21st on a Sunday in Kansas City. So he is not allowed to be at the facility. Right. He's eligible for reinstatement on the 13th. I'm not sure when he's eligible to come back and to work with the team. I had always thought there was a 2-week buffer, but I'm going to have to check.
Now we got to check on what kind of facilities they have in Texas in terms of prison. What kind of equipment they have. Can he bring in a quarterback to throw to him while he's there, kind of run around a little bit?
I don't know what kind of.
Oh my! Hey, that's a special. That's a special treatment there. That's special.
If that's
this ain't
not
longest yards, sir. This ain't longest yards.
Right. You talking about Adam Sandler? Gonna get some treatments or quarterback guru out there? Maybe a security guard that can throw the ball.
Okay, you think they're going to put
routes.
you really think they're going to put this kid in Gen Pop and some like hardened criminal? Whatever.
This man is extra special. He's just he got service time.
It may be like a halfway house. Come on,
it could be.
Oh my God!
But
so
the bottom
backup quarterback.
If he doesn't have that ability to do that, then I would say maybe he goes and does maybe like a week. And then come back and kind of work out on his own.
You know what I would do if I was him?
He's from Texas. There's
if he chooses to stay in Kansas City, then I would be working out with Bobby Troop every single day.
Or go out there, send Chris Oladoke. Well, no, I don't think that would be allowed.
They can't do that. He can't have any contact with the team.
Right.
Bobby Troop does not work for the Chiefs.
So
if I'm him, I'm going to work out with him every single day.
A special quarterback security guard. It's a backup high school QB.
Somebody that can throw the ball. I mean,
you hire some high school quarterbacks.
It's gonna be some more heat on the kingdom. Then they're like, well, why can't everybody else can't get the same treatment? Then like it's a lot of receivers.
That has nothing to do with it. You know what you're talking about? No. Stop.
I'm just saying, a lot of guys have been in jail. A lot of guys have been in jail. Do they get special treatment too? I'm just saying, dang.
Bring it back to quarterback. Depends on your crime, coach.
That was just a loose idea.
It depends on the crime, coach. Come on.
But again, looking at this linebacker crew, I think Cooper McDonald, man, he's gonna be an Urlacher out there when it's all said and done. Wait, hey. He had the potential, not special teams. He had the potential to come and take somebody's job.
That's another Tobe special.
Martha Stewart's prison.
Hey, I don't know. Somebody said Martha Stewart prison.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But again, the linebacker. I think the linebacker core is going to be good. The D line. I didn't see Jerry Tillery. I didn't see him making the team, but
right.
He did.
Yeah, they need that veteran presence.
He didn't look good in preseason to me, but
yeah,
Ashton Galati right here, man. He probably
talk about.
He's probably gonna be the shoot.
Talk about it.
We don't know what he's gonna be.
I'm not gonna say.
Don't hate Nick. Don't hate.
No, we don't yet.
Confidential.
At least he's healthy. Omar did not practice again today. There's definitely going to be some doubt he's going to be ready for the season.
I think after the first two games, Joe Cullen got in Ashton's ass.
Mm-hmm.
And he played well. Okay, I got to let it out all on the line here against Chicago.
And he did.
Oh,
he was their best defender in that game.
Ashton, that's my guy. That's my guy. I told you that boy's phenomenal. Man, get that boy some time.
The Chiefs have 2 spots left. That's it.
He's gonna be the dude. Bro.
2. They have 2 spots.
So what do you guys think about the quarterback, bro?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Gosh,
that'll play.
I'll go to war with that group.
I'll go to war with it. But again, the Kareem Hunt, Elijah Mitchell, Isaiah Pacheco, Bashard Smith are your guys running back for the season. And in case one Clyde Edwards-Helaire shows up on the 53 man roster, Lou don't want that to happen.
Break glass in case.
But you know what's crazy about it though? Clyde Edwards-Helaire averaged about 4 point some 4.2 yards.
I mean,
he's
3 of those guys will have to get hurt for them to break that glass.
And all due respect to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he was a soldier, well liked. Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes,
no question. Yes,
Andy Reid.
What's so bad about Clyde?
It's still a feel good. They brought him back.
The Chamber of Commerce
with him last year when he was going through his stuff, and they paid him. They took care of his medical stuff. I mean, that's what you do for people that you care about. So, for that perspective, I'm glad he's there. He's gonna be a great guy in the locker room. And hey, he still wants that Super Bowl ring. And so,
what's so bad about Clyde though? What's so bad?
Nothing bad about Clyde. I don't think he's got a whole lot left in the tank. That's just my opinion. But I think he's a good person to have in the locker room. I think he's good. I think he's good. For Bashard Smith,
even his rookie year, you just never saw that burst.
No, that's not true.
Well, it was. I don't know. That's kind of the player that I saw. Now,
he was never the same after that injury.
He is a decent receiver on the short side, though, so that makes it a little bit more difficult on the quarterback, especially if it's anything downfield. Yeah. But he's got great hands. Whatever he had at LSU, it just didn't translate.
Yeah, Joe Burrow.
So, I just think again that it's an insurance policy if any of the three of these guys get hurt in my mind. And I still, again, Elijah Mitchell, so he may not, that seat may be still a little bit warm right now. They might be scouring in case, somebody else comes up that they really liked. But no, I'm really excited for Burchard. I mean, all the talk, if there was any, of people thinking, well, he may not make the team.
My beef would be honest.
That's what I was waiting on. That's what I was waiting.
My beef is not with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It's really not. You know what I mean? It's with I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's been Brett Veach, right? Because I was sitting there COVID year, the draft, listening to it. We had to watch it on, ESPN, it's COVID year, COVID kicked off. And I was just sitting there like, oh my God, Swift and Jonathan Taylor is sitting right there. The card is about to be in. Not here. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I was so hot. That day. I was like, come on. We passed up on Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
With and there we go again.
That was 6 years ago. Come on.
I know. I'm saying that was ever since then. I was just like, then you one of the guys. You start seeing the other guys having breakout years. Taylor come out taking a lead by storm, and we just sit here looking and wishing.
But you know what? You never know about
how many Super Bowls have the Colts won?
And it did the same thing. It did the same thing to me.
Okay, slow down. Nick, you always ask these questions like this.
I don't get it.
How big of a role did Clyde play in the Chiefs winning any Super Bowl?
Yeah, go ahead, ask her, Nick.
No, not a whole lot.
Okay, so I mean,
why are we? Look at Jonathan
put those
Taylor.
guys with the rockets up their ass in the Chiefs' backfield at that time. It would have looked a hell of a lot different.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying, Nick. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire honestly
they come
played
out
well.
afterwards, and
he played well, man.
They checked with Patrick. Who do you like or whatever, and they threw and they kind of put that on Patrick. Well, he told Veach that he liked Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and that's why he took him.
Exactly.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a good piece.
He doesn't fit. He doesn't fit the profile of what they look for in a running back.
Yeah,
it was just mind-boggling to me when that happened.
Yeah, his senior year, what did he have? 1,300, 1,600 all-purpose yards.
Yeah, man.
He was playing with the Avengers, at receiver.
I'm glad the Avengers.
Joe Burrow, quarterback, and basically a pro football team.
Luke cooking. Go ahead, Luke.
Come on. I mean.
He said he was playing with the Avengers.
Hey, when Lou said that, when Lou be saying that shit, I'll be laughing. He was playing with the Avengers.
Yeah, I mean, when they be Cincinnati's offense, and then throwing Justin Jefferson too. But
he was playing with Marvel, huh? He was playing with Marvel.
But again,
I don't know what happened today, guys. I really don't.
You were just out of it. You was really sad because your guy got swept up, and Mango was a little sad too. Mango was like, man, I thought we had it. And a lot of Chiefs fans was sad too, But again, and then the Rashee Rice news kind of threw everybody off because we thought he wasn't going to be suspended until later in the season. We was like, oh no, it's not
actually good news. I truly believe that was, I mean, as well as can be expected, right? I mean, you obviously didn't want it to happen at all, but if it was going to, now's the time, get it over with, and let's move on. And when he's ready to rock and roll, hopefully, they're 4-2, 5-1, and we're rolling.
All right. So before we close out, the guys that's still out there that haven't been signing, because you said the Chiefs have 6 more spots left?
2. They have 2 left. They just announced.
Lou put out a good list in that chat. So,
two of them already re-signed with their teams. I don't know. Broncos tube. Did they bring Estime back? Evidently, Broncos.
No, they did not.
He
signed with the Eagles. He signed with the Eagles.
So Michael Carter's the mystery right now. I don't know, Coach. Check with your Cardinals.
They just added Robert Tonyan
back.
They might have signed them back because they signed back a lot of players, so they might have signed them back.
Robert Tonyan
is he really a practice squad guy? I mean, I don't know that he would do that. He might hold out to see if somebody would bring him in.
So what they said, guys, we will see you guys Friday. Thank you guys for tuning in on the show.
Yes.
And again, who's number one? Western is number one, right?
Way to go, Western.
God damn.
Weston brought it
Ruben
last
was
time too.
number two.
He was firing on Monday.
Yeah, you lost today, Ruben.
So email Nick and he'll give you a card or whatever he has over there.
All right, sounds good.
So with that said, guys, this is our 53 roster, and this roster is going to take us right back to the Super Bowl.
Wait a second. For those of you that are interested in why Jaden Hicks is going to be the man, go to ChiefsBlitz.com and read the scribe. Read the Renaissance man here that takes pictures, makes music. Now he's writing about your Kansas City Chiefs. Go read it. Come on.
I learned from the best on this side of
Jaden Hicks, my friend.
I learned a lot from Nick, and then Nick been coaching me up. So hey, go ahead and read it, and
read Nick's stuff too. It's
yeah,
okay.
mine's all right. It's okay.
So with that said, guys, we will see you guys Friday.
All right, peace out, everybody.